And we'll catch up Darnell and Corey Oliver out there initially for Glenbrook North. Becker bumped off by Woodward. Now giving ahead to Carmen. Carmen fakes the shot, rags it into the corner. Winfrey couldn't get the shot away, but he controls. Back out to the point, Koppelman. Koppelman dumps it along the boards. Right in for Woodward, just a little bit behind him. Kept in the zone by Herbst, but just barely overstick the puck. Now Herbst dumps it back in again. Paul Beeben will chase it down behind the net. Beeben controls for the Spartans to the far side. Winfrey let the puck bounce over his stick, and now Glenbrook North brings it up. Here come the Glenbrook North Spartans. A long shot offside. Becker was offside. Darnell took the shot. Jason Darnell took the shot from the high point. But Arnie Becker was in a good 10 feet, creating the offside. Just underway in the first period. Tonight's Scholastic Cup playoff action. The divisional playoffs. The draw. Karras over to the far side. Bender on the line with Freiburg tonight. Erke dumps it along the boards, back down into the zone. Koppelman fed it over here to Maurice. Maurice on the far side to Bender. Bender takes the long shot, the save, and the rebound squirts to the corner. Fed up ahead. Erke into the zone. Erke hit from behind, kind of on the side there. Dumped back out to center ice. Nearly decapitated the referee, Labuda. Koppelman over to Maurice. Pass was just a little too far. And back again. The shot, the save. He should have held on to it. Over to the near side. Maurice dumped all the way down. Adam Nash. I noticed that Adam Marcus broke his stick, and he's playing with a regular player stick. Believe it or not, that's a penalty. Now here come the Glenbrook North Spartans back into the zone. Was never called. Brought in, and now the penalty coming up. And I think that's what he's going to call now, playing with the illegal stick. We'll see who it's on. Got to be on there. I see what the penalty is. He didn't announce it, but I think it's playing with the illegal stick. It has to be somebody off the ice. They're not going to call it from a guy off the ice. Looks like Hart going to go sit. The penalty, whatever it is. Oops, take it back. Didn't call for the stick, called it for too many men on the ice on the part of the Deerfield Warriors. Warriors bench minor, too many men on the ice. So the Deerfield Warriors will be down a man. Drop of the puck, the draw, won by Glenbrook North, out to the point. Here's Woodward with the breakaway. Rob Woodward in, and lost it off the stick, off the end of his stick. Puck underneath him, the whistle stops play. Woodward came in on the breakaway and then fanned on the shot. And he's a little disgusted with himself off that one. Rob Woodward came in on the breakaway. We have to apologize. This rink is as bad as Winnetka, and that is that if people stand in their way, stand up along the stands here, we're going to lose sight of some of the ice. I'd say about a quarter of it, actually. Near breakaway by Nielsen. Carmen rags it down, now dumps it ahead for Woodward. Instead, down into Glenbrook North End. Picked up over here on the near side. Corey Oliver. Oliver brings it into the zone, stops. Broken away by Woodward. Woodward. Now to Corey Oliver. Got it caught in his skates and out to center ice. Long shot broken up by Carmen. Carmen's body got in the way. Now here's Woodward. On the high slot. Woodward cranks, shoots off the post. John Dulkey lost it. Now Woodward again dumped it to the corner. Along the corner there. And they'll battle for it. Over to the far side. And here come the Glenbrook North Spartans. Ran into Carmen. Carmen brings it back out of the zone. Dumped in. Woodward's in offside. And a wash off. And Woodward will go off on the line change. With about 40 seconds left on the liner. Corey Oliver at the high slot. Or the high point. Dumped and cleared by Eric Koppelman. Behind the net. First man back, John Dahlke. Now, here come the Spartans. Up ahead, broken up by Tom Freeberg. Freeberg dumps and clears. Left back there with 10 seconds now left on that minor. Oberman tried the deflection. The save nonetheless by Hardesty. Over here to the near side. Into the corner. Freeberg. Broke it away from Walker. Freeberg still controls. Freeberg up ahead. Now picked up by Walker. He lost it. Oberman to the far side. And dumped in by Maurice. Maurice picks it away. Couldn't get the shot away. Now they do. Shot a goal. Tom Freeberg. Tom Freeberg with the goal. And the Deerfield Warriors on top 1-0. Well, the man who dug that one out, Pete Maurice, got it into Freeberg and the goal.
Tommy Freeberg, assisted by number 22, Pete Maurice. Freeberg, Maurice at 9:28.
The draw, no one controlling. Carmen, give it to Walker. Pete Karras knocks it down and then dumps it out of the zone. Here's Dave Winfrey. Winfrey couldn't get it into the zone. To the corner. Heavy check over there. Along the boards. Now here's Woodward. Out Koppelman to the high slot. The shot, the save by Hardesty, and he'll hold it. Craig Hardesty holds it with a slew of Deerfield players in there on either side, waiting for the rebound. 9:03 left to play in the period. 1-0 in favor of the Deerfield Warriors. Back behind the net, Paul Beeben for Glenbrook North. Beeben turns around, dumps it along the boards. Picked up there by Nielsen. Nielsen fed it ahead behind his man. Now picked up by Carmen, and the whistle, and offside. And Brian Carmen squawking. But there, I don't see any problem with that one. That was offside all the way, from what I saw. He picked it up about 3 feet into the zone, it appeared. Although I better watch myself. I said some things at that Nutra Green game that I'm going to live to regret, I think. Into the zone, the shot, just wide. Rebound, nothing doing. Picked up now by Freeberg. Now here come the Deerfield Warriors to Freeberg. Freeberg, right through the slot. To the far side.
What is that?
Kirschenbaum dumps it out of the zone. Herbst fed ahead for Bender, misconnections. Yeah, a little pushing at center ice, nothing called. Back to the blue line. Now back to the Deerfield blue line, fed back out. Nielsen takes a hit from Herbst. Maurice dumps it in. Maurice dumped it in. I think he dumped it onto the Glenbrook North bench, and he did. 7:56 now remaining in the period. I notice again, that the Deerfield Warriors are going with their two-line offense again. Freeberg and the Freeberg line and the Carmen line, not using that third line. The drop of the puck, the draw, controlled by the Warriors. Carmen, shot, ran into a leg, back behind the net, to the far side, and we have a penalty coming up. for holding or interference. I missed the sign because the glass is in the way here. We'll see when gets it in. Holding. And it is on John Pollock of the Spartans. They'll go off 2 minutes for holding at 7:43 of the period. So the Deerfield Warriors have the man advantage. Woodward out to Freeberg. Freeberg over to the far side. Koppelman dumped it in for Woodward. Now Woodward pulled in too tight, and Glenbrook North dumps and clears. Picked up by Freeberg. Freeberg gives it over to Koppelman. Koppelman picks it up. Koppelman feeds it out. Corey Oliver busted up the pass intended for Bender and dumped back down by Corey Oliver. Freeberg stops. Freeberg. Freeberg ahead for Woodward. To Carmen. Back to Woodward. Shot a goal! Chris Bender on the back door and the goal.
Wow.
Woodward with the pass and the goal. I'm not sure. I guess it was Tom Freeberg that got that. Not Tom Freeberg, Dave Winfrey. Winfrey got the goal. I thought it was Bender because he's always on that line. It isn't. Dave Winfrey with the goal on the back door. It was Bender. I thought so. Maurice shot wide. Jeff Warren knocked down, broken away by the Glenbrook North Spartans, fed up ahead. Herbst dumps it out. That was Bender with the goal. I thought so. Maurice shot wide. Bender from Woodward and Carmen on the goal. Dumped, ran off Oberman, out to center ice. Warren brings it in offside. Both Maurice and Oberman were in offside. 6:26 remaining in the period. You're watching Scholastic Cup playoff action on the Metro North Hockey Network. And I want to remind you that we will have one other game in the Scholastic Cup divisional play, and then we will follow the Deerfield Warriors through the Scholastic Cup playoffs out of the division and also through state, all the way to the state championship in the Chicago Stadium when they get that far against. Now here come against probably Neutral Green, the way it looks right now, although Green is not playing very well. Oberman got a little lazy with the puck and had to dive on it, stopping the play. And our face-off will take place over here on the near side, where after the Marcus dive stopped the play. The drop. Urke. Karras. Out to Bender. Bender took a hit, but fed the puck ahead. Maurice into the zone. Maurice shot. No, couldn't get it away. Adam Nash broke it up. Back behind the net. Bender got squeezed off the puck. Over to the near side. Out to center ice. Karras dumps it in. And the Warriors tag up. Sometime here tonight, if I get a chance, I have an apology to make tonight to the Deerfield Warriors and their fans. We got a penalty on Karras for roughing. Got Rob Masters, I think. Pete Karras will sit 2 minutes for roughing. And once again, the Deerfield Warriors will be down a man for the second time tonight. Now, back on the Neutral Green game, Brian Carmen went down on a play, got hit by Doug Glanz and went down. And I said there wasn't any penalty there, but in fact what happened was that I never even saw the play by Marcus. Offside.
Harris, 2 minutes for roughing.
But I never even saw John McAdams knee Brian Carmen, which was the second play. Because what happened was after I saw Brian Carmen go down, I was watching the referee to see if he raised his hand for the penalty, and I never even saw John McAdams until I looked back at the tape, and then I said, whoa, yeah. But I suppose the final analysis, it isn't a penalty if the ref doesn't call it, and the ref didn't call anything on that play. Over here on the near side. Yeah, the Glenbrook North Spartans bring it in. Darnell lost it to Brian Carmen. Brian Carmen dumps it out and clears. Back goes Paul Beeben, the Glenbrook North defenseman. Beeben dipsy doodles, lost it to Brian Carmen. Carmen trying to find Woodward. Woodward couldn't get his stick down between the traffic. To the far side. And again dumped out by Glenbrook North. Dumped back in by John Herbst. Paul Beeben. Fed it ahead. Ragged into the zone. Corey Oliver tried to feed it back to the defense and instead gave it up to Rob Woodward. Woodward 1-on-3. Woodward stops, still controls. Woodward rags it in the zone. Got hit about 3-4 times. Woo! Fed one right into the Glenbrook North bench. Everybody ducks for cover. Boy, I'll tell you, no one was going to try and catch that one. There's some shot some of these players take, and everybody will go try and catch that. Not a Woodward shot. Boy, everybody went diving for cover there. 4:12 left to play in the period. 43 seconds on the Karas Minor for roughing. 2-0. Deerfield Warriors on top.
Come on, Becker!
Yeah, a little pushing and shoving going on over on the far side. The Glenbrook North controls. Pollock over to the far side for Becker. Misconnections back down into the zone. Carlson gets held, nothing called. Braille, or Master rather, doing it. Out to the point. Braille broken up by Herbst, and he dumps and clears all the way down. And Pollock, the first man back for the Spartans. Pollock feeds it to the far side. Beeben being bothered and worked by Oberman, got it into the zone. Good play. Out to the high slot. Pollock couldn't get the shot away. Now we got a penalty for roughing on Pollock. Got his hand up there. There it is. Hit Freiberg in the face. Got a penalty for roughing. John Pollock, 2 minutes for roughing. And the other penalty, the Karas penalty, had expired, so now the Spartans will be down the man, the Warriors with the man advantage. Of course, that's the way it works. Pollock got it for roughing right in front of us. Drop of the puck. Carmen stops. Carmen controls. Carmen gives it over lazily to Woodward. Woodward on his off wing. Woodward avoids the check. Rob Woodward to the high slot. Pushes it over here to the near side. Ran into traffic. Arnie Becker. The shot, the save, the rebound by Becker. No, swept away. Given up to Brian Carmen. Carmen over to Woodward. Woodward. Shot, the save, nope, and goal! Hardesty had it, but he had it actually in his glove and in the goal. Behind the net, behind the goal line. Whole puck crossed, even though Hardesty had it in his glove. 2:58, 3-0. On the goal by Rob Woodward.
Wednesday.
Wiping out the man advantage, although Pollock will still be sitting a pair. 2:58 left to play in the period. 3-0.
Correction on the penalty. The penalty is for roughing, not holding.
Drop of the puck. Karas over to Oberman.
Scored by number
Oberman got bumped off the puck by the Spartans over to the near side. He got some loose play over there on the far side. Nothing called. Could have been a penalty, I suppose. It wasn't. Nothing called. Back goes Pete Karras. Retreating in zone. Playing equal on the ice now. And a little play in the slot. Knocked down. Braille couldn't get it in the zone. Now backhanded in the zone by Adam Nash. Out by Karras. Winfrey. Dumped in by Karras. Hardesty leaves it to the side of the net. Back behind the goal line. Over to the far side. Nielsen. Poked away to the near side. And here come the Spartans. Right through. Dalkey shot. Save. Rebound. Nothing doing. No goal. Nothing doing. The net was dislodged beforehand. Dalkey with a good shot. The nice save by Marcus.
The assist went to Tom Freeberg and Ryan Woodward from Carmen Freeberg.
And Adam Marcus made the nice save on the breakaway by John Dalkey. 1:58 remaining in the first period. 3-0, the Deerfield Warriors. Erke having a little problems with Freeberg, and they're both going to be kicked out of there. Bender and Master now will face off. Out to the high slot, dumped to the corner. Right out through the slot. Nobody there but Deerfield Warriors. Herbst gave it over to Freeberg. Freeberg tried to center the pass, nothing doing through the traffic. Along the boards. Herbst. All the way down. Icing against Glenbrook North on the sloppy play. Three nothing. The Warriors on top. Right now, you got to put the Deerfield Warriors, the number one team in state, ranked number one. And I don't know who would be number two right now. Real iffy. There's a shot. The save to the far side. Here they come back up the ice. Heavy check. Beeben lost the puck. Carmen fell down. Beeben controls. Beeben ran into a leg. Picked up by Rob Woodward. Woodward right through the slot. To the far side. Rob Woodward. Woodward had his steam up. Woodward. Give it back to Carmen. Carmen to the corner. Over to the near side. Woodward. Woodward tries to find Compliment. No. Brought it into the slot. And Glenbrook North looking for the cherry pick, instead brought into the zone by Walker offside. Not sure who it was. Master maybe offside. 42 seconds now left to play in the first period. Scholastic Cup playoff action on the Metro North Hockey Network. The drop and they draw. No one controlling. Darnell into the zone. Darnell around the man, broken up by Freeberg. Right in front, shot. Grabbed and held on by Marcus. And now some pushing and shoving in the slot. Carlson and Freeberg back behind it. Darnell. Becker. Whole slew of them. Everybody talking. No penalties called. The drop, controlled by the Warriors. They couldn't get it out of the zone. There's a shot, ran up on the netting behind the Deerfield goal. And we'll do it all over again. At one time, it seemed to me that it was Neutral Green that was number 2 in state, but they're playing awful hockey right now. The drop, controlled by Noah, now broken away by the Warriors. Freiberg into the zone. Freiberg tried to turn the corner, couldn't do so. Now Freiberg, down he goes. Here comes Becker. Overstick the puck, broken away by Freiberg back in the zone, but Bender was still inside. Offside on the Deerfield Warriors. You know, the tough part of doing something like ice hockey as a play-by-play man is keeping your eyes open for everything all the way across the ice. And sometimes I get caught. You live by your mouth and you die by your mouth. Offside.
Come on, Becker!
Oliver was in offside. You know, you sort of live by your mouth and you die by your mouth. And I think last week that game against New Cherry Green, I sort of died by the mouth a little bit. The drop of the puck, no one controls, now back. And as the shot's taken, it wouldn't have been a goal anyway. The horn sounded before it went in. At the end of the first period of play, the score, the Deerfield Warriors 3 and the Glenbrook North Spartans nothing. And we'll be back in just a moment after these messages with the second period of tonight's action. Scholastica playoff on the Metro North Hockey Network. The drop of the puck, controlled by the Warriors. Fed it back to the blue line. Woodward misconnections. Beeman over to the far side. Long shot, ran into traffic, and trickles wide of the Deerfield net. To the corner. Right through the slot. High shot. Right through heavy traffic. Nothing doing. Hand pass. And it was Glenbrook North with the hand pass. Will move outside the blue line. And we got ourselves a pretty good crowd on hand tonight for this one. Again. Drop of the puck. The draw controlled by the Warriors. To Woodward. It got it caught up a little bit in the skates. Over here to the near side. Nielsen bumped off the puck. Carmen into the zone. Carmen, dipsy doodle shot. Got it away. The save. The rebound. Out to the point. The shot high and wide. To the far side. Dumped out of harm's way by Kirschenbaum. That goes Koppelman into his own zone. Koppelman ahead for Carmen. Couldn't track it down. The puck was up in his face. Shalong shot the save. The rebound swept away by Koppelman. Back out to center ice. Pollock from the red line. Dumps it in again. This time broken up by Karras. And fed ahead by Koppelman. Carmen to Woodward. Woodward shot a goal! Woo! Wicked shot from the high point. And Rob Woodward with his second goal of the night. And Deerfield on top now 4-0. Well, I know there's some NHL scouts here again tonight. I ran into him earlier in the lobby. And they're getting a real good chance to see Rob Woodward in action this evening.
Deerfield goal, the second of the game, scored by number 20.
Woodward from Carmen and Koppelman.
12 by Carmen, number 41, Pete Harris.
Well, they blew that one. But okay, Freiberg back to Bender. Bender shot, ooh, just wide. As he snuck in. Out to the high slot, Warren. Swept away briefly by Nielsen. Now controlled by the Spartans. The shot, ooh, good glove save on the Briel shot, high and wide. Turned out. Back out to center ice. Dumped over to the far side. Picked up by Morris. Maurice dumps it in. Left there by Hardesty over here to the near side. Nielsen couldn't get it out of the zone. Now out to center ice. Bender got bumped off the puck. Freiberg into the zone. Freiberg turns the corner. Hardesty with the save. The rebound. The puck squirts free. Back behind the net. Adam Nash broken away by Freiberg. Freiberg right in front. Oh, race was open in the slot. couldn't get the bouncing puck. Now here's Bender. Bender controls. Nash and Freiberg tying each other up in the high slot. The shot, the save by Hardesty. The rebound. And now some pushing as Freiberg was in real close to Hardesty. I mentioned it in the last game. Yeah, that's one thing I wouldn't want to be. Only time I would not want to be a goalie. I think, if you're if you're a goalie, you take your chances with the shots and you make your saves out in front of you. But why I wouldn't want to be a goalie is when you have those big defensemen out there in front and they're knocking people over, knocking people down on top of you and stuff. First time tonight, the third line is out there. First time I've seen them play in 2 weeks. Now they may have played, I just didn't see them out there. But anyway, out to center ice. And loose play, squirts it down into the Deerfield end. Koppelman controls the puck. Koppelman gave it ahead to Grenade. Grenade dumps it over here to the near side. And here comes Stuart Jester. Stuart Jester takes the shot. This save by Hardesty. Beeben. Erke. Master. Lost it off his stick. Master turned around from the high slot wide. Grenade dumps it out and out to center ice. And dumped back into the Deerfield end and fed ahead to Bernstein, and now he got labeled from behind by Master. Master's going to go. Beeben with the pickup of the puck and the penalty on interference. And we'll see who gets it. Rob Master will go 2 minutes for interference. Glenbrook North fans loved the hit, but it didn't really mean anything. Bernstein got labeled. The 2 minutes for interference going to Rob Master of Glenbrook North. No doubt about that one. The initial check wouldn't have been the penalty. The second one would. The draw. Won by the Deerfield Warriors out at the point. Herbst broken away by Corey Oliver. Oliver ahead for Arnie Becker. Becker in on the breakaway. Becker shoots. Save! Grabbed and held on, and now the penalty for hooking coming up against the defenseman on Deerfield. I'm not sure which defenseman that was. Herbst, maybe? Yeah, John Herbst for hooking. So they will skate equal on the ice. Glenbrook North will have a grand total of 12 seconds of power play hockey. No, it's not Herbst. We correct that. It is Tom Freiberg who goes off for the hook. The drop, controlled by Rob Woodward. Nash and the whole Glenbrook North Spartans giving him a lot of room. Woodward, the long shot, they saved by Hardesty. The rebound, picked up by Adam Nash. To the near side. Back behind the net, goes up on the net. And now broken away. Here come the Glenbrook North Spartans into the zone. Offside. Spartans in offside. 9:45 to play here in the period. And the face-off will take place near side, just outside the zone after the offside. The drop of the puck, the draw, controlled by the Glenbrook North Spartans into the zone. Adam Marcus directs it to the far side. Brill bumped off the puck. Over to the far side. Morris squirts it out to center ice, and he'll chase it down. 2-on-1 break now. Over here to Bender. Bender. And Pollock to the corner. Busted stick, I think, maybe. Some pushing going on out in the slot. Labuda missed all the action in the slot. We got a penalty coming up for roughing on Pete Maurice. Maurice going off for roughing. He missed the roughing going on in the slot. He was watching the play out with the puck. So now the Glenbrook North Spartans will have the man advantage here. He missed, Pollock had lost his stick in the corner, and he was literally swinging in the face. And Dave Labuda never saw it. He was watching the play out at the point. Picked up by Brian Carmen, dumped into zone. Pollock fed it ahead, broken away. John Pollock into the zone. Pollock shot, the save, the rebound, swept away by Karras to the corner. John Dolkey will come up with it as Karras lost his stick out to the point. Held in to the near side. Pollock shot. Wide, rebound, save, swept away, and out to center ice. Paul Beeben at the blue line. Paul Beeben feeds it over to John Dalkey. Dalkey with the shot, the save. Karras dumps it out and takes a check from Dalkey. Out to the high slot, Paul Beeben ranges in, takes a shot, the save. Good glove save. 4 seconds left on the Freeburg penalty. 1:08 left on the penalty to P. Maurice. 8:23 now left to play here in the second period. You're watching Metro North Hockey, the Scholastica playoff action. The Deerfield Warriors and the Glenbrook North Spartans. Deerfield on top, 4-0. 2 goals by Rob Woodward. Drop of the puck, Woodward. Woodward dumps and clears. First penalty's over. Dalkey dumped it off the back of the net and picked up by Bender. Back to Rob Woodward. Deerfield down a man. Woodward rags the puck, controlling it his own zone. Dump back to the near side. Dalkey for Glenbrook North. Dalkey works his way up. Now broken away by the Deerfield Warriors. Dumped and cleared. They're penalty killing, Deerfield is. Nash. Dalkey. Fed ahead, Corey Oliver. Oliver into the zone. To the corner. Corey Oliver back behind the net. Corey Oliver to the far side, out to the point. Held in by Nash. Nash over to Dalkey. Dalkey takes the shot. The save. No goal! Shot a goal! Looked like Adam Marcus had it for a moment and lost it. Power play goal for the Glenbrook North Spartans. And it's 4-1. Deerfield on top now. The drop of the puck. Out to the point. Ranged into the zone. Winfrey lost it. We have a whistle stopping play offside on the part of the Glenbrook North Spartans. There's still a lot of hockey. We've got more than a month of hockey yet to go. 5 weeks to be precise in high school hockey, and then we have some spring stuff to do yet. The puck caught up in skates right in front of us. Erke now broke it away, fed it over to the far side. Into the zone. Jeff Warren back behind the goal line. Swept away and along the near sides. Now back behind the far side. Right through the slot. Out to the point. And the Glenbrook North Spartans had released too soon. The puck squirted out of the zone. Now back into the zone and back out. Rob Woodward Woodward lost the puck. He picks it up himself and then lost it again. Brought into zone by Master. Picked up by Brian Carmen. To the near side. Brian Carmen dumped it deeper in. Misconnections. Winfrey to the corner. Right through Woodward. Out to the slot. High point. Backhand shot knocked down by Nash. Out to center ice. Dahlke. John Dahlke into the zone. Dahlke gets a check. Still controls the puck. Oh, there's a penalty down in the slot, and Dave Labuda never saw it. Or never called it. Dahlke. Right in front shot to save. Nielsen. Now we got a penalty coming up. The whistle stops play for tripping on the part of the Deerfield Warriors. We'll see who is on. Brian Carmen, no. Eric Koppelman. Koppelman for tripping. And once again, the Deerfield Warriors will be down a man, having penalty troubles tonight. 4-1, the Deerfield Warriors on top. Could be a lot higher if they stay out of the penalty box.
2 minutes for rookie, 5:49. Koppelman for rookie.
Drop of the puck. It called it a trip, but the PA announcer called it a hook. Tripping call. There's a shot to save. The rebound. Ooh, just wide. Maybe got a pad down on it. Over to the far side. Corey Oliver for Glenbrook North. Out to the point. Beeben held it in. Give it back to Corey Oliver on the give and go. Right through the slot. Broken away by Tom Freiberg. Freiberg ended up giving it up ahead to Oberman. The shot, a goal! From the high slot. Hardesty had it. Made the pad save. Or at least caught it on the pads and then let it trickle behind him. 5-1 now, the score in favor of the Deerfield Warriors. Beginning their playoff action. This is their first game of the Scholastic Cup playoff. Aaron Oberman unassisted. You can't be unassisted. Right through the slot. Squirted out by Hardesty. Picked up by Corey Oliver. Some heavy checking going on out there tonight. To the far side. Got it in the zone and dumped right back out. Boom. Boom. Heavy check. Another one. Oh, penalty. Should have been called on Maurice. Good call, I guess, by Labuda. Oh, high check in there by Dahlke. Shot wide. Over to the far side, and Hardesty. Some heavy checking going on out there. Bender got labeled. Herbst dumps and clears. There's some heavy checking going on out there. And Bender just got Beeben back, and out of two of them talking on the far side, nothing called. Another high check, nothing called. This one by Carmen. Here's Corey Oliver. Oliver gave it to Darnell. Darnell to the corner, into the zone. And they'll battle for it along in there. And the whistle. Stopping play. The teams break out of that without any further damage. And I would think both teams are going to make a line change the rest of the way here. Rob Woodward comes out. 29 seconds left on the penalty to Koppelman. And Woodward replaces Bender out there as a penalty killer. The drop, the draw. Backhander attempted, ran into a stick. Out to center ice. And back in. Karras to the corner. Along the boards. Broken up by a leg. And Woodward controls to the corner. Penalties over. Teams back at full and equal strength. Picked up by Rob Woodward. Woodward dumps and clears. And that's icing. Washed it off. I don't know why, but they washed it off. Carmen. That's not Hardesty. Woodward. Dump back in. Behind the net. Ran into a leg. Down the men go. Got a penalty for a holding coming up on Deerfield. That's going to be on Winfrey. Into the zone and a penalty for holding on Dave Winfrey. Winfrey grabbed Kirschenbaum around the head. Clamped him down to the ice. So Winfrey will sit a pair. And Labuda and Freeberg having word. Labuda shouldn't even be talking to Freeberg. He doesn't have a captain's jersey, captain's letter. The big old C on his uniform. Pollock back down into the zone. Shot. I think Becker got a little bit of a piece of that. And clamped to the ice by Etta Marcus. A face-off moves down into the Deerfield end of the ice. But this is tough for me. I got to stand to see the play. And I have bad knees, and it hurts to stand. But I can't sit on the bench because then I don't see what's going on. Shot is saved. Grabbed and held on by Etta Marcus. My hockey injury knees here. hurts to stand and it hurts and I can't see to sit. Face off. The draw. Compliment clears. Hardesty leaves it there. Dumps it out to center ice. Now here's Becker. Arnie Becker. Shallow angle shot, pad save by by Marcus. Dumped into the corner. High bouncing puck. Glenbrook North difficulty controlling it. Arnie Becker centered it, broken up and cleared by Chris Bender. Over here on the near side. Freeberg nearly got a hold of it. To the far side, Freeberg will now. Freeberg rags the puck. Now into the zone, Erke. Right in front. Oh, couldn't get the shot away. On a backdoor play by Glenbrook North. Puck squirts out center ice all the way down. Once again, Hardesty dumped and we lose the puck. That one was headed in our direction. Earlier today, I did another broadcast. Did a broadcast of the New Trier Green Loyola game, and New Trier Green defenseman Doug Glanz shot one that hit somebody about 12 rows up. I mean, he really labeled a slap shot that just missed everything. Then they got my cameraman too. Dropping the puck. The draw, Darnell. Out to center ice. Yeah, offside. Minute 45 left to play in the second period. 36 seconds left on the Winfrey penalty. Metro North Hockey Scholastic Cup playoff action. We've still got 5 weeks of high school hockey in the state of Illinois. Regular high school hockey. Then we've got tournaments and things like that that'll last us into April. Carlson behind the net. Carlson, Maurice out to the point, held in by Beeben. Along the boards. Corey Oliver right through. Whistle stops play. Labuda says the net move. Adam Marcus had it go right through him and right through the slot, but it didn't matter. And once again, the Deerfield Warriors making a line change. Carmen and Woodward on. That's because Winfrey, who's sitting in the penalty box, is their line mate tonight. The drop of the puck and out to the point. Pollock out to the high slot. Beeben. Beeben, the shot, the save, the rebound by Darnell. Controlled. He couldn't get the shot away. Now dumped out. Dumped right back in and right back out. And all the way down on a pass intended for Woodward. Pollock behind the net. Beeben. Beeben dumps it back behind the net. Beeben to the far side, out to center ice. Darnell gave it up on a pass intended for Nielsen. Woodward backhands it out to center ice. Now along the boards, out to center ice. Back inside the Glenbrook North end, and back again. Knocked down by Winfrey. To Woodward, back to Winfrey, back to Woodward. Couldn't get it away. Back inside the zone. Now Darnell brings it up. 3-on-1. Darnell over to Becker. Had it broken away from him. Now fed ahead. Pollock off Woodward's skate back down into the Deerfield end. Back along the boards. On the near side. Brian Carmen in his own zone. Carmen rags it. Feeds it over to Winfrey, to Woodward. Woodward tied up to the near side. And that's the horn ending the second period. At the end of the second period of play, this is Chicago Metropolitan High School Hockey League North Division Scholastica playoff action. At the end of the second period, the score is the Deerfield Warriors 5 and the Glenbrook North Spartans 1. We'll be back. Oh, shot just trickled wide. Welcome back to the action. We apologize. We are in the third period, just underway in the third period. We apologize for some technical difficulties, and we're just underway here in the third period. Brought into the zone, the shot. Rebound, oh, a save, kick save by Marcus. Dumped, couldn't get it out of the zone. Master, out high. Broken away by Freeberg. Freeberg into the zone. Back Master. And here come the Glenbrook North Spartans back in. Couldn't find the through traffic. Broken away out to the high slot. Here's the shot wide. We're in the third period. We apologize. We had some technical difficulties here at the start of the period. Back behind the net, Nielsen. On the near side, Karras. Boy, I'll tell you, I was between periods. This was the resurface between the second and third period, and believe it or not, ran into a whole bunch of old players and old coaches. Old coach from New Trier, former head coach with Evanston here today. Old New Trier player. Led him to state a couple years ago. Turning the corner, shot just wide. The shot taken by Brian Carmen. Brian Carmen controls right into Woodward, looking for the hat trick, and he gets it! Rob Woodward with the goal, the hat trick. And it's 6-1 now.
Deerfield goals, his third game, John Woodward, at 11:57.
Woodward with the goal.
Woodward from Carmen.
And the Trevians. Trevians, yes, that shows you where I'm at. Deerfield Warriors on top 6-1. My mind is not with it tonight. Oh, man. Into the corner. Here's the give and go. Out at the high slot, Corey Oliver shot way high onto the net and wide. And a whistle stops the play. Corey Oliver got the shot away from the left point and dumped it right out of the ring. There's the draw controlled by no one. Now out to center ice. Darnell gave it up to Beeman. Beeman dumps it in the zone. The shot, the pad save by Marcus, directed it to the corner. Darnell, and now the whistle. Turned out it was offside, I believe. It was offside. Didn't matter on the shot. There's the draw. Woodward to the far side. Winfrey couldn't get it in the zone. Karras takes the man. The puck squirts to the corner. Good play by Koppelman. Now dumped out by Carmen. Picked up by Beeman. Beeman circles around. Controls. Ahead for Koppelman. Koppelman rather couldn't get it. Anyway, Oliver in the corner. Oliver and Winfrey collide with Koppelman. Now it's picked up by Koppelman. Fed ahead for Woodward off his leg. All the way down to wash off the icing. Picked up by Carmen in the corner. The Woodward shot. Looking for his fourth. The save. The rebound. Swept away by the Glenbrook North Spartans. Arnie Becker. Becker around this man. Couldn't get the shot away. Karras now. Karras ran it off a leg to center ice. Back into the zone. Koppelman. Picked up by the Glenbrook North Spartans at center ice. Back to Karras. Karras squirts it ahead for Woodward. Woodward with Stuart Jester out there. Now that's a real interesting combination. Anyway, the whistle stops play. And I guess they're going to put that third line on now for the Deerfield Warriors. 10:18 now left to play in the period. 6-1 in favor of the Deerfield Warriors. The face-off. Carlson back to the Glenbrook North blue line. Bouncing puck. Now still not controlled. Master gave it back. Back into the zone. Bouncing puck there. First man back was Carlson to the far side. Carlson ahead for Oberman. Too far. That's going to be icing. And it is against Deerfield, icing. 9:50 left to play in the period. We're sorry we had some problems here with the equipment. Nothing major, but we did miss the opening face-off. It's always nice, you know, when I go out to these hockey games to see some of these old timers coming back. I don't know, the players I saw have to be maybe 23, 22, whatever. To me, they're old timers from the high school ages. Bender dumps it backhanded into the zone. Out to the high slot. Nobody there for Deerfield. They brought it in now to the corner. They'll play for it there. To the far side. Paul Beeman. Beeman feeds it ahead. Into the zone. The shot. Nothing doing. Turnaround shot. Kirschenbaum save. Rebound. Kirschenbaum again. The shot save. Puck still in the slot. Out to the point. Beeman. Carlson to the corner. Trying to hold the puck there. Broken away by Bender. Bender ahead for Freeberg. Freeberg into the zone. Freeberg playing around. Freeberg out to the high slot. Freeberg to Bender. Back in. The shot high and wide. Morris over to the near side. Out to the point. Held in. The shot by Carlson to save. The rebound. I noticed they put Benji Schwartz in the net for Glenbrook North this period. And the puck hit a glove out at the Glenbrook North bench, stopping play. They took out Hardesty and put in Schwartz for the third period for Glenbrook North. The draw, controlled by Glenbrook North to the near side, dumped into the zone. Karras over to Stuart Jester. Jester dumps it in diagonally. The save to the corner. Grenadier into the corner with Stuart Jester now. Over to the far side. Out to the point, held in by Karras. Back out to the point in Karras. The shot off the side of the net. Picked up by Adam Nash. Now fed ahead. Here come the Glenbrook North Spartans. Bouncing puck high in the air. No one controlling. Loose play at center ice. To the far side and into the zone. Karras to the near side. Grenadier didn't get it out of the zone. Now backhanded by Bernstein, and he got it out. Stuart Jester shot, the save. No, never got it away. Dalkey to the far side, or to the near side rather. Dumped into the zone. The shot and the save. Karras sweeps it back out. Jester swiped at it, got it out. Offside. Ran into Erke's skate, and the whistle stopping play. 7:24 to play here in the third period. 6-1 in favor of the Deerfield Warriors. Hat trick by Rob Woodward tonight. The draw. In goes Carmen. Carmen for Woodward. Ran into his skate to the corner. They'll play for it there. Nielsen coughed it up to Carmen. To the near side. Picked up by Darnell backhanded it ahead to Corey Oliver. Oliver stops. Controls. Corey Oliver tried to get the shot away. Nothing doing now. 2-on-2 break. Woodward and Carmen. For Deerfield. Took the shot and pushed it wide. Oversticked it. Right in front. Carmen got the shot away. And the save. Picked up by Beeben. Beeben to the near side. Out to center ice. Dumped back in by Nielsen. It turned out to be a delay on the offside. And the Warriors tagged up. Herbst backhanded it. Didn't get it into the zone. Into the zone by Winfrey. Behind the net, Carmen, first man back. He overskated it. Winfrey, back to Carmen, who's standing there, right in front of Woodward. Shot, the save, and Schwartz dives and holds on. Climbing it down to the ice. 6:15 now to play in the period. 6-1 in favor of the Deerfield Warriors. Our next broadcast is the game on the 22nd of February is our next broadcast here on Post Newsweek Cable. Metro North broadcast. Out to center ice, nothing called. Carlson had a dump in there, nothing called. Now here's Arnie Becker, dumps the shot, the save by Marcus, who squirts it to the corner here. Kirschenbaum and Carlson. Kirschenbaum came up with it. Bounced it off the side of the net. Right in front, Carlson swept it away. Now picked up by Freyberg. Freyberg into the zone. Freyberg controls to the corner. Battle for it there to the far side. Karras, shot, wide to the near side. And out to center ice. Bender to Freyberg. Freyberg playing around in the zone. Swept away by Rob Master. Maurice avoided the check, didn't get it into the zone. Karras and Kirschenbaum collide. Glenbrook North into the zone. The shot broken up. Master got the shot away. Broken up by Carlson. Heavy checks along the boards. Nothing called. Here comes Freyberg. Two very heavy checks. Nothing called. Freyberg stops. Turns around. Bender comes up with it. Bender gave it back to Freyberg. Freyberg back to Bender. Bender shot. The save to the near boards. Now picked up again. The backhander by Maurice wide to the far side and out to center ice. to the corner. Warren overskated it. Erke comes up with it for Glenbrook North in the Deerfield end. Warren over to the far side. Corey Oliver. Oliver out to the point. Pollock. Some real pushing and shoving going on. We got some penalties coming up. And now the penalties, and they both go for roughing. He's going to call it. Herbst and Walker, I believe. Herbst and Walker will each go for roughing at 4:20. Real heavy action in the slot. I think I called that one before the ref called it. They started punching at each other in the slot. Rather obvious. And our face-off.
Glenbrook North penalty. Brad Walker, 2-inch roughing, 4:20.
Carmen
Roughing. Deerfield penalty.
dumps and clears.
Herbst.
And it's icing against the Deerfield Warriors.
Holding at 4:20. Herbst for holding.
They called Herbst for holding. I thought they got them both for roughing. They both took a swing at each other in the slot. I don't know why they. Maybe you didn't see the swing. Herbst for holding, and Walker for roughing. The drop, the draw, controlled by the Deerfield Warriors. Karras, we're skating equal on the ice, but down. Each team down a man. Woodward on the off wing. Woodward around his man. Woodward tried to find Carmen. Found him. Carmen bounces it off the boards. Nobody there but the Glenbrook North Spartan. Now Karras fed it back to Woodward, to Carmen, who gave it to Woodward. Woodward at the high slot. Woodward out to the point. Woodward tried to feed it in to Carmen. Dumped to the corner. Over here to the near side. Pollock fed it there, where it's picked up by Paul Beeben. Beeben into the zone, fed it over to the far side, and the man was standing. Ran into the girder. Corey Oliver was standing. If I see the one major problem I see in high school hockey so much, the players that stand there waiting for the puck to get to them instead of moving to get to the puck. You know, the players have got to be skating at all times. You got to be moving out there. You know, the biggest problem I see in high school hockey right now is that, and non-aggressiveness to the puck. That's another thing I see. Guys that don't chase down the puck. Aaron Oberman to the far side, Pete Karras. Karras overskated it. Across the red line. The shot, the save by Schwartz to the corner. Fed it up ahead. Koppelman gave it over to his defensive mate Karras, but Karras wasn't ready for it. Oberman dumped diagonally to the corner. No, Beeben controls. Beeben fed up ahead. Arnie Becker. Koppelman dumped it out. Brought in. Broken up on the shot. Picked up by Karras. Karras here to the near side. Winfrey. Winfrey gave it up to Oberman. Oberman lost it out at the point. Kicked at, swatted at, now Winfrey. Shot, the save, the rebound swept away by Nielsen. And now Nielsen, got it. There should be a penalty for interference coming up there on Oberman. It wasn't called. He's kicked at Nielsen's, there's Karras going to go sit. Right in front of us, Karras for roughing. And now some pushing and shoving afterwards. Nielsen, the penalty should have been for interference. And now Nielsen swung at Spurlock, the linesman, pushing him away from him. I think if I were a linesman, I don't care at any time, I would have called it. Karras goes off 2 minutes for roughing. 1:58 left to play in the period. So Deerfield will be down a man. They're up by the score 6-1. The drop of the puck, the draw, won by Carlson for Deerfield. Picked up by Erke. Erke right in front, shot save, rebound, swept away, broken away by Darnell. There's the shot wide over to the near side, out up on the boards. Heavy check along the boards there. Hard avoids a check, right in front, Darnell, backhand shot, a goal! Jason Darnell with the goal from the slot on the backhand. And at 1:35 left to play in the game, it's 6-2 now in favor of the Deerfield Warriors.
Glenbrook goal. Jason Darnell, 57-13, 135.
Masters gets the assist. Here's Jason Darnell again. Swept away from him. Bernstein fed it out to center ice. Gave it up. Grenade into the zone. Takes the shot. Wide to the near side. 6-2 now the score. Along the boards. Koppelman pushed away from it. Squirts into the corner. Erke came up with it briefly. Now picked up by Grenade to the far side. Stuart Chester avoids the check and the puck squirts out to the blue line. Grenade overran the man and the puck. The puck squirts out to center ice. Brought back in offside. Erke offside. Less than a minute now to play in the period. And our face-off will take place inside the center ice area, just outside the Deerfield blue line on the offside by Glenbrook North. 53 seconds left to play in the period. I notice now Deerfield's put that third line out. I think they're going to finish out the game. Out to center ice. Dump back in. Delay on the offside. Shot the save. The whistle on the offside on the part of Glenbrook North. Ready for the drop and the draw, controlled by Deerfield. Herbst stumped it out to center ice. Diagonally to the far side. Warren tried to sweep check it away. Now at center ice. Penalty into Bernstein coming up. And the whistle stops the play. Bernstein will go off 2 minutes for roughing. Could have been a check from behind. Dave Bernstein labeled the man from behind. But Labuda calls it a rough. Dave Labuda, the referee tonight. 28 seconds now left to play in the period. And Deerfield will finish off the game penalty killing. To the corner. Bouncing puck, Jeff Warren. Warren dumps and clears all the way down. With just 15 seconds left to play in the game. 6-2, Deerfield on top. Along the near side. Over to the far side. And now dump back out to center ice, back in. And that's the end of the period in the game. The final score, the Deerfield Warriors 6 and the Glenbrook North Spartans 2. This has been a broadcast of the Metro North Hockey Network. This broadcast has been brought to you on broadcasting rights granted by the Chicago Metropolitan High School Hockey League North Division, the Metro North Hockey Network, solely for the entertainment of our audience. Any rebroadcast or other use descriptions of accounts of this game without the express written consent of the Metro North Hockey Network, Chicago Metropolitan High School Hockey League is strictly prohibited. Your announcer tonight, once again, Mark Braun. This has been, and I am the independent producer of this broadcast, this has been a presentation of the Metro North Hockey Network. That's it. Final score. Again, Deerfield 6 and the Glenbrook North Spartans 2. Hat trick for Rob Woodward. This is Mark Braun until the 22nd of February game. So long, everybody.